Hollywood has always been home to extraordinary talent, but behind the glitz and glamour, every story has an ending. In this video, we pay tribute to the stars we've lost, but whose legacies will forever shine. Once the smooth talking star of noir films, Tom Conway faded from Hollywood's spotlight long before many realized he had passed in 1967 at the age of 62. A rugged screen presence of the golden era, Van Heflin quietly exited the stage of life in 1971, leaving fans stunned to learn he was gone. The legendary martial arts icon Bruce Lee left the world in shock when he died in 1973 at just 32, his star still rising in the hearts of millions. Two-time Oscar winner Frederick March was a titan of the screen, yet his 1975 death often slips beneath the radar of modern movie fans. Known for his powerful roles in dramas and thrillers, Lee J. Cobb passed away in 1976, and many still don't realize the depth of talent we lost too soon. The silent film legend Charlie Chaplin brought laughter to millions, yet his 1977 death quietly marked the end of an era for classic cinema. Though known as the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley also lit up Hollywood screens, and his sudden 1977 death at 42 left the world stunned. Famous for roles in Jaws and The Sting, Robert Shaw passed away in 1978 at just 51, his commanding presence gone too soon. With a short but powerful film legacy, John Cazale left us in 1978 at only 42, after appearing in 5 iconic films, all nominated for Best Picture. The ultimate Western hero, John Wayne rode off into the sunset for the last time in 1979, leaving behind a legacy as large as the American frontier. A golden age icon, William Holden died tragically in 1981, and many still don't realize how this Oscar winner's story came to a sudden end. Gritty and unforgettable, Warren Oates passed away in 1982 at 53, his rugged charm still underappreciated by modern audiences. Wild, electric, and gone too soon, John Belushi died in 1982 at just 33, cutting short a meteoric rise in both comedy and film. Beloved for his quiet strength, Henry Fonda passed in 1982 at 77, closing the curtain on one of Hollywood's most dignified careers. With a voice as smooth as velvet, James Mason left a mark on cinema before quietly passing in 1984 at age 75. The mastermind behind Citizen Kane, Orson Welles, died in 1985, leaving behind a legacy as bold as his voice. A Hollywood heartthrob and screen icon, Rock Hudson shocked the world when he passed in 1985 at just 59. Suave, sophisticated, and timeless, Cary Grant bid farewell in 1986 at 82, but his charm still echoes through every frame. Oscar winner Ray Milland slipped away in 1986 at age 79, his haunting performances still unforgettable. Beloved for The Shining and his soulful style, Scatman Crothers passed in 1986, taking his unique spark with him. The man who danced through the golden age, Fred Astaire, passed in 1987 at 88, leaving a rhythm Hollywood still can't replace. Known for his rugged edge in noir and westerns, Sterling Hayden died in 1986, his stoic screen presence now a memory. Distinguished and commanding, John Houseman passed in 1988 at 86, after a lifetime of elevating stage and screen. With a voice full of gravitas, Trevor Howard departed in 1988 at 74, quietly ending a powerful acting journey. A pioneer of independent film, John Cassavetes passed in 1989 at just 59, his raw, emotional storytelling still unmatched. A towering figure of stage and screen, Laurence Olivier passed in 1989 at 82, forever hailed as one of acting's true masters. Beloved for Little House on the Prairie, Michael Landon died in 1991 at just 54, leaving fans heartbroken across generations. Best known as Norman Bates, Anthony Perkins passed in 1992 at 60, his chilling performance still haunting to this day. The intense intense and unpredictable Klaus Kinski left a lasting impression before his passing in 1991 at age 65. A comedy giant with a heart of gold, John Candy left the world far too soon in 1994 at only 43. A true Hollywood legend, Burt Lancaster died in 1994 at 80, leaving behind a career filled with unforgettable roles. Known for classics like Citizen Kane, Joseph Cotten passed in 1994 at 88, his quiet charm etched into film history. Cool, smooth, and iconic, Dean Martin passed in 1995 at 78, but his voice and charisma still light up every room. A versatile and award-winning actor, Martin Balsam quietly left the stage in 1996 at 76. He danced his way into history, and when Gene Kelly passed in 1996 at 86, the world lost its brightest musical star. Tough and effortlessly cool, Robert Mitchum passed in 1997 at 79, his legacy carved into the stone of classic Hollywood. Best remembered as a strong father figure on screen, Brian Keith passed away in 1997 at 75, leaving behind a career of quiet strength. From Rocky's iconic trainer to Batman's Penguin, Burgess Meredith entertained generations before passing in 1997 at age 89. The chairman of the board, Frank Sinatra, took his final bow in 1998 at 82, but his voice and screen presence remain eternal. A gifted actor from child star to Planet of the Apes, Roddy McDowall passed in 1998 at 70, his legacy often overlooked. Known for his commanding role as Patton, George C. Scott died in 1999 at 71. His thunderous performances unforgettable. Fierce and uncompromising, Oliver Reed died during the filming of Gladiator in 1999 at 61, cementing his legend with his final role. From Shakespeare to Jedi Master, Alec Guinness passed in 2000 at 86, a master of subtle brilliance on screen. Two-time Oscar winner Jason Robards brought depth to every role. His 2000 passing at 78 quietly ended a profound acting journey. With impeccable comic timing, Walter Matthau passed in 2000 at 79, his grumpy charm missed by audiences everywhere. From comedy gold to dramatic brilliance, Jack Lemmon passed in 2001 at 76, leaving behind one of Hollywood's most beloved legacies. Known as the unforgettable My Favorite Martian, Ray Walston passed in 2001 at 86, his quirky charm still endearing to fans. From Camelot to Harry Potter, Richard Harris brought power and soul to every role until his passing in 2002 at 72. Cool, rugged, and unforgettable, James Coburn passed in 2002 at 74, his laid-back intensity still admired today. The embodiment of integrity, Gregory Peck passed in 2003 at 87. Atticus Finch lives on as his eternal legacy. A face of justice and vengeance, Charles Bronson died in 2003 at 81. A true icon of gritty 1970s cinema. A revolutionary force in acting, Marlon Brando passed in 2004 at 80, changing the face of film forever. Witty, wise, and endlessly versatile, Peter Ustinov passed in 2004 at 82, his brilliance touching both comedy and drama. The real-life Superman, Christopher Reeve died in 2004 at just 52, his courage off-screen inspired millions. A comedy legend who spoke hard truths, Richard Pryor passed in 2005 at 65, still unmatched in honesty and humor, lovably awkward, and always hilarious. Don Knotts passed in 2006 at 81, forever the Andy Griffith Show's funny man. A leading man of quiet strength, Glenn Ford died in 2006 at the remarkable age of 90, his legacy carved in Hollywood stone. Oscar winner and all all-around entertainer. Red Buttons passed in 2006 at 87. A true showbiz treasure gone too soon. From Everybody Loves Raymond to Young Frankenstein, Peter Boyle passed in 2006 at 71, leaving us with his unforgettable comedic and dramatic brilliance. With a career spanning decades, Jack Warden passed in 2006 at 85, his performances still resonating in classics like 12 Angry Men. A tough guy with a heart of gold, Richard Widmark passed in 2008 at 93, his iconic screen presence still remembered. A symbol of strength and resolve, Charlton Heston passed in 2008 at 84, forever known for Ben-Hur and his towering roles. The embodiment of cool, Paul Newman passed in 2008 at 83, leaving behind a legacy as rich as the charity work he devoted his life to. Known for Jaws and so much more, Roy Scheider passed in 2008 at 75, his rugged charm still echoing through film history. From Dirty Dancing to Roadhouse, Patrick Swayze passed in 2009 at just 57, his spirit and talent forever immortalized. A martial arts legend and star of Kung Fu, David Carradine passed in 2009 at 72, leaving a lasting legacy in action cinema. A true rebel of Hollywood, Dennis Hopper passed in 2010 at 74, his performances still raw and uncompromising. From Some Like It Hot to the defiant ones, Tony Curtis passed in 2010 at 85, his charm and wit forever lighting up the screen. Best known for MASH, Harry Morgan passed in 2011 at 96, leaving a timeless mark on both television and film. A true icon as Columbo, Peter Falk passed in 2011 at 83, his brilliant detective still adored by fans worldwide. From Charlie to Spider-Man, Cliff Robertson passed in 2011 at 88, leaving behind a career filled with depth and versatility. Known for both tough roles and warm hearts, Ernest Borgnine passed in 2011 at 95, his legacy as long as his celebrated career. From Lawrence of Arabia to Dr. Zhivago, Omar Sharif passed in 2015 at 85, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable cinematic moments. A towering figure of horror and fantasy, Christopher Lee passed in 2015 at 93, his legendary portrayals still giving chills to fans worldwide. An unforgettable face in both westerns and thrillers, George Kennedy passed in 2016 at 91, his roles forever etched in film history. With unmatched comedy and heart, Gene Wilder passed in 2016 at 83, his performances in Willy Wonka and beyond cherished forever. A master of subtlety, Harry Dean Stanton passed in 2017 at 91, his rugged presence filling every scene he graced. The suave and unflappable Roger Moore passed in 2017 at 89, forever remembered as James Bond with a touch of class. A voice and presence that could convey deep emotion, John Hurt passed in 2017 at 77, leaving behind a legacy in both film and television. A comedy genius beloved for his slapstick humor, Jerry Lewis passed in 2017 at 91, forever remembered for his extraordinary contributions to laughter. A heartthrob of the 1950s, Tab Hunter passed in 2018 at 86, leaving behind a legacy of charm, grace, and timeless appeal. A true Hollywood legend, Burt Reynolds passed in 2018 at 82, forever remembered for his roles in Smokey and the Bandit and his iconic mustache. From Tom Jones to Skyfall, Albert Finney passed in 2019 at 82, his powerful performances making a lasting mark on film history. Known for his role in Airwolf, Jan Michael Vincent passed in 2019 at 74, remembered for his charismatic yet troubled presence on screen. A symbol of the 1960s counterculture, Peter Fonda passed in 2019 at 79, his role in Easy Rider cementing his place in Hollywood history. A towering figure of film and theater, Brian Dennehy passed in 2020 at 81, his roles in First Blood and and death of a salesman, leaving an indelible legacy. A master of both stage and screen, Ian Holm passed in 2020 at 88. Forever remembered for his roles in The Lord of the Rings and Chariots of Fire. A towering figure of cinema, Max von Sydow passed in 2020 at 90. His haunting performances in The Seventh Seal and The Exorcist making him unforgettable. The original James Bond, Sean Connery passed in 2020 at 90. His suave presence defining the spy genre for generations. A Hollywood titan, Kirk Douglas passed in 2020 at 103, his legacy stretching across decades, with unforgettable roles in Spartacus and beyond. A versatile and beloved actor, George Segal passed in 2021 at 71, his legacy living on through films like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf and his TV role in The Goldbergs. Known for his powerful presence in The Godfather, James Caan passed in 2022 at 82. His iconic performances forever etched in Hollywood's legacy. A trailblazer and pioneer, Sidney Poitier passed in 2022 at 94. His groundbreaking roles in Lilies of the Field and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner forever changing cinema. A versatile actor known for both comedy and drama, Alan Arkin passed in 2023 at 89. His career shining with brilliance in films like Little Miss Sunshine and The Russians Are Coming. From Love Story to Paper Moon, Ryan O'Neal passed in 2023 at 82, remembered for his charming, heartfelt performances that captured the hearts of audiences. An enduring figure in film, Donald Sutherland passed in 2024 at 88, with an impressive range of roles in films like The Hunger Games and MASH. A voice that became iconic in Star Wars. James Earl Jones passed in 2024 at 93. His powerful voice unforgettable in both animation and live action. An actor, musician, and writer, Chris Christopherson passed in 2024 at 88, leaving behind a legacy of music and film with notable performances in A Star Is Born and Blade. Known for his gritty roles in crime films, Tony Lo Bianco passed in 2024 at 87, his performances leaving a lasting impact in The French Connection and The 7-Ups. A legendary actor with a career spanning decades, Gene Hackman passed in 2025 at 95, his roles in The French Connection and Unforgiven securing his place in Hollywood history. An icon of French cinema, Alain Delon passed in 2024 at 88, remembered for his captivating presence in classics like La Samora and Purple Noon. They are no longer with us, but their stories, their art, and their unforgettable performances continue to inspire and captivate new generations. Thank you for watching and remembering these stars. Their legacy lives on forever in our hearts and on the silver screen.